Hello, everyone. Let me know if you can see and hear well. Let me know if you can hear and see well. Okay. Just gonna let it build up a bit because I want as many people in here as possible before I start. So I hope everyone's well. This this getting dark early in the day is not good. It's quite depressing, man. It gets dark really early now. It feels a lot later than it is, you know. Peace to everyone who's joined. Right, how's the screen? Can you see the screen well? Can you hear me well? Just let me know. Rich, I've been wondering where you are, mate. I could have done with your advice on a few things in the last 2 days, mate. What's better? I don't know what's better for you. Right, anyway. Right, so this is Pavlov, whatever you want to call him. Okay? So basically, he's already said he's an actor. Here's some proof for you that he's an actor, right? Okay. So let's move on. That's not a very nice face covering, Pavlov. You wear that around people that I know who are children. I wouldn't be very happy with you, to be quite honest with you. So I don't know what's worse, that or this, Pavlov. I don't know what's worse. I don't know what's worse. All right, but that's just a little introduction into who we're talking about. So we're talking about an actor, yeah? Now, actors get makeup put on them all the time. Actors have special effect makeup put on them all the time. So it's not beyond the realms of possibility for me to question you. Okay? But put that aside, Pavlov. Let's say that you were attacked because let's say that you're an honest man and what you say is the truth. We'll just go with that for now. Okay? So we'll go with that for now. But what I want to talk about is the people that are in your circle. Okay? So let's have a look right now. 1 minute. So let's start off here, shall we? Right. Okay. So, question for you. Question for you. Does he look worried? Does he look worried that this guy is right in his face to you? He doesn't to me. He looks like he knows that he's being protected, right? So focus on the guy on the right, the tall guy with dark hair. Again, does he look worried or does he look like he's in control of the situation, right? So that's one photo, yeah, of one weird event. Yeah. The classic arms folded, meaning that I'm not worried about what's happening. Yeah, if you are worried that you're in danger, you don't cross your arms like that. You don't. You just don't do it. Okay. So again, gets right in his face. No problem. No one seems to care. And then here, what he did was, Pavlov here, at this point, he said, "Oh, what a great example of Islam. What a great example of Islam," right? Well, the guy who is here in his face is nothing to do with Islam, in my opinion. He was just a drunk. You could tell he was drunk. He was swigging from a bottle of wine, which is obviously not what Muslims are supposed to do. So God knows how you arranged this, but basically what you wanted to do was tar all Islam as being like this guy, as a drunk guy who spits in people's faces, la la la, right? So that's what you wanted to do. Now that was all the way back a year ago, yeah? So, this was yesterday. Now, a lot of you don't know what happened yesterday, and I'm not going to go into it too much because we need the person who was involved in it to come and have their say as well, okay? So we won't get into that too much, but you can see there, right in the background, yeah? There he is, here with Pavlov. This was yesterday, outside Speaker's Corner, yesterday, okay? Now look at the guy on the left here with the beard. Look at him, right? So basically, this guy with the beard is stopping Pavlov from getting harmed or anyone getting close to him, yeah? Here he is again, that guy. Yeah? Again, right? There he is again. And some of you will have your opinions on John Wedger, but as you can see, this guy's wearing an I Stand With John Wedger t-shirt. So you tell me what you think about that. Yeah? I Stand With John Wedger t-shirt. That's what he's wearing. Okay? Now, people like Shizzle and Age Case and Dan all know about this. Alright? So make of that what you will. Right? So again, there he is, yeah? So, here's Braden. Here's Braden. Who's behind him there? Who's behind Braden right there? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. There he is. Right there. Right there with Braden. Making sure that Braden's alright. That no one interferes with the PSYOP event. Okay? Look, it's hard to see. Let me just do that. There you go. Look there. There's that guy again with Braden. Okay? So these two got history of being at Speaker's Corner next to what I consider to be dodgy characters. There you go. Right? Boom. Right there. Yeah? See this? Look. Hands all over him. Hands all over him. Yeah? Right? And look who's there as well. Look who's there as well. This guy with the beard. So not only have you got this guy who is the original Shades guy. He's got his shades there. You've also got him right next to Braden. So these guys, as far as I'm concerned, are looking after Braden. Their security to make sure that people like Braden and Pavlov don't get harmed by people who are nothing to do with the PSYOP. All right? Because now and then someone might come along and they might interfere, and they can't have that. It all needs to be controlled. So therefore they have these two characters here to make sure that Braden can say what he wants but doesn't get in trouble. So again, this was yesterday. Yesterday. Right? Yesterday. So who can you see? You can see him. You see the beard guy there. And you see Pavlov. So the same people who are looking after Braden are looking after you, Pavlov. It doesn't really matter what you say now. You have got people protecting you. End of story. Normal people do not have people protecting them. They certainly don't have two people protecting them outside Speaker's Corner. So it's irrelevant, Pavlov. Anything that you've got to say is irrelevant. You are not a normal civilian because you have people protecting you. If I went there, I wouldn't have people protecting me. You do because you are obviously working for someone who believes that you need to be protected because you're an asset. End of story. You got nothing to counter that with. And I asked you 15 times who that guy was with the shades on my live stream. I asked you 15 times and you wouldn't tell me. Well, we know why. Because they're there to protect you. And look at his smarmy face there. Look at his arrogant face there. Why? Because he knows he's got these guys protecting him. Yeah? So therefore, if this guy has people protecting him, can you believe a effing word that he ever says? Because I don't. I don't believe a word that he ever says. All right? If you saw me with these characters protecting me, wouldn't you question my my motives, my agenda? So, yeah, Pavlov, that's what I want to know. I want to know why you won't tell us who these people are. Who these people are that are obviously protecting you, protecting Braden. Why do you and Braden need protecting? Who are you? So it's irrelevant what I have said to you in the past. Everything else is irrelevant. The fact that you have two people looking after you tells you everything that you need to know. All right? So I personally don't really want to talk about you anymore now, Pavlov, because I think I've done my job now. I've exposed that you are not a normal person because normal people do not have security. Right? So what else? What do people think? Do you think it's normal for this idiot here to have bloody bodyguards? And I'm not going to speak about what happened here yesterday because, like I said, the people who are in this screenshot aren't here to talk. So one moment, when we have a moment, we can have a discussion about this. But all I'm going to say is that my channel is nothing to do with violence or altercations or anything like that. What I want people to do with these actors is I just want you to literally stand in front of them and steal a bit of their limelight, maybe debate them, but don't fall into their trap. This guy is an antagonist. He's a paid antagonist, in my opinion. That's what I suspect. He might say otherwise. That's up to him. You know, hand on heart, you let us know, Pavlov, yeah? Whose side you're on. Whose side you're on. Normal people, I'm going to say this 100 times. Normal people do not have security. Especially two of them. And you weren't even in Speaker's Corner. You're outside it. There was hardly anyone there. Yeah? So, I don't want any altercations. I don't want any violence. It's nothing to do with my channel. What you two do in this screenshot is up to you. You're two grown men. You know the consequences of your actions, okay? I don't want any part of it. I don't want any part of any altercations or anything like that. All I wanted people to do was make sure that crisis actors didn't get it all their way. Stand in front of them, debate them, ridicule them, mock them, call them out for being actors. That's all I wanted. No more. Because if you do anything other than that, you play into their hands. They want you to get angry. This is why they probably pay people like him, right, to agitate you. Then you get into trouble because of them. Just don't do it. Please, I beg you, right? Normal people do not have people like this protecting them. End of story. You got nothing to say about that, Pavlov. What can you possibly say? Oh yeah, they're just my friends. They're just my friends. They make sure I'm okay. No, they don't. No, they don't. So they just do the same for Braden as well then, yeah? Like a year ago. And look, I waited a while before I did this video because this all happened like yesterday at Speaker's Corner, right? And I waited a while before I even responded. I went on to Pavlov's channel and he made another video trying to slant everything. So I had to do this video to make sure that people understand where I'm coming from and the fact that this guy is protected by people, all right? So he's not a normal civilian like you or I. He's not got the same rules to apply to him. He's protected. He knows that he can say whatever he wants to incite you, get you angry, because he won't get anyone challenging him because he's got, oh look, and here he is with Danny Shill, who again was there yesterday on his megaphone, yeah, shouting at people, go home, it's disgusting that you're out, right? So all these people that Pavlov are connected to are weird and dodgy, all right? And you got no counter for that, mate. Yeah? We've just shown that you're an actor. You admit you're an actor. An actor's paid to lie. An actor's paid to wear makeup. An actor's paid to pretend that he's been in an accident. Whether you have or not, that's irrelevant to me. You have protection. You are not a normal person. You are not a civilian. You are not a civilian, mate. All right? There you go. Actor. And always there to protect you in your so-called staged events, your so-called altercations, always there to protect you. And that's why you're always so cocky and arrogant. You stand there with your hands in your pocket because you know that no one's going to come and get you. Yeah? And here he is promoting his book called The Devil's Game with Freemasonic chess shit. Devil there. Oh, and look who's behind him when he's doing it. Look who's behind him when he's doing it. Yeah? And look how he's trying to worm in his way into Piers Corbyn, yeah? Just like Grey Bleeder trying to worm his way into Piers Corbyn as well. Anyway, I think I've proved my point here. Normal people don't have security guards. End of story. I don't want to hear any more words about... And this guy, yeah, all this guy did yesterday was when he's been interviewed, he kept mentioning my channel. He kept saying, oh, you're from Overkill channel. You're from Overkill channel. He kept saying my name, right? I'm nothing to do with any of this. All I do is show people the evidence and they can make their own mind up. And the fact is, you're always with this guy and he's there to protect you. End of story. So you are not a normal person. You're not a civilian. You are protected by these people. And I asked you, I said to you, what do you think about the test that tests for CV? You didn't even know what it was called. You didn't know it was called the PCR test. And then you claim that you're anti-lockdown. You don't even know about the PCR test, right? I also said to you what happened to the status of the virus in March. Again, you didn't know. And I'm sure most people know the virus got downgraded in March. All right, Pavlov. So I would suggest that if you really are anti-lockdown, that you memorize a few facts, because to not know what the test is called and to not know that the virus got downgraded in March is unforgivable if you're supposedly anti-lockdown movement. All right? But, you know, you can carry on being arrogant because you know that you've got two people protecting you. Yeah? Two people protecting you. Who are you? Why do you need protection from two men? Why? Gee, if you're in here, mate, I can't see you at the moment. But gee, what I'm trying to do at the moment is I'm just showing people how this guy has got these people protecting him, and he has done for at least a year, just like Braden has as well. Yeah. So what do Braden and Pavlov have that they need to be protected by grown men like that? Arrogance. The arrogance of someone who knows that he's not going to get in trouble. That's what that is. Yeah. So I don't really know how you can, what you can say about this Pavlov, mate. For a year, you've been having this guy protect you as well as the guy with the beard, just like Braden has. You are not normal person. You're not a civilian. Two bodyguards for Braden, two bodyguards for you, Pavlova. End of story. But anyway, I didn't want to go too long, all right? I just had to get this off my chest because I was quite traumatized by what happened yesterday. It isn't what I wanted. I was already pissed off because I saw how Tapman was there at Speaker's Corner yesterday, and he was swearing at the police. He was getting filmed. No one did anything. Everyone knows who the bloody guy is, but he was just allowed to just scream and shout at the police and swear. Yeah, brilliant. And the thing is that pisses me off, right, is what I'm wondering is, are these people here, are they here to distract us from protesting against CV? Are they here to get Speaker's Corner shut down? Are they here to protect the people who are trying to get it shut down? Exactly. And that's why this people like Braden and Pavlov can say what they want or what they've been told to say, and they know they can get away with it because they've got people like him and the bearded guy to help them out. And they'll stand there for 7 minutes while this drunk guy supposedly spits in their faces and squares up to them. He will stand there for 7 minutes so that loads of people film him acting like that, and then Pavlov can turn around and say, "Oh, this is a great example of Islam." No, this guy has nothing to do with Islam. He's just a drunk. It doesn't matter what color you are, whatever. When it comes to alcohol, it is a devil. End of story, mate. And again, look, I'm saying, right, look at the characters. Yeah, you got this guy here, and then you got this guy. I mean, look at him. He's got, oh God. If you're in the middle of an altercation like this with an unpredictable guy like this who's drunk, you don't just smirk like that with your arms closed. You don't look like that, and you just don't smirk like, look, you're just smirking. You know why they're smirking? Because they're probably thinking to themselves, yeah, we'll get a bonus for this one. Loads of people are watching this guy make a fool out of himself, and then Pavlov can blame a whole religion. Excuse me. And the moral of the story is, normal people do not have security. There was hardly anyone there, but you had to have 2 security. What? Double, you missed out a lot. You missed out a lot. Right, G, I don't know if you can... G, if you can hear me, just type 1 or whatever, mate. G, I think you need to get your point across about what happened, but we need to do a better job than Mr. X did. So I don't know when you want to do that. If you want to do that, just let me know, mate. Because I'm not going to speak for you. I'm not going to speak for you, mate. You know, we all got our own path. Just like when we did the stream, you said to Pavlov correctly that I'm the one who said about his injuries. You were the one who saw him. You know what I mean? So you said that it looked real to you. So you even honest to admit that to him. But yeah, we're walking, you know, our own roads, and he's basically trying to spin everything in his favor, mate. The reason I made this video, G, is because he made a video not long ago about what happened yesterday, and he's trying to spin it in his favor. So I had to like defend myself and defend the channel, because I'm not about any of that. I just present the facts that as I see, form an opinion. I'm not asking anyone to get violent or anything like that. It's just simple as that. I just want people to be informed. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, Pavlov, if you are listening, I've no interest in much dialogue with you right now. The simple fact is that you have 2 bodyguards there to protect you. There's hardly anyone there. You are not a normal person if you have security. You've got 2 of them there. So if you want to counter that and let us know why you've got people protecting you, then by all means do that. Let us know. Because I'm sure there's like quite a few people here interested to know why you have bodyguards. Yeah? Why you and Braden have bodyguards. Look, just always there in the background. So that these people can say their racial shit, their anti-Islam shit, and get away with it because they know they've got matey here to protect them. Alright? I'm not being funny. This guy looks like he's Israeli. Ah, mate. 2 bodyguards, 1 crisis actor. 1 crisis actor, 2 bodyguards. 1 crisis actor, 2 bodyguards. Right, everyone. I'm gonna jump off now. We'll see what we can do about some other shit coming. Yeah, highest. I'm gonna probably try and do that somehow. Just let me get back to that. I had to get this off my chest, highest. You know what shit I've been dealing with recently, mate? And then it just got a bit too close to home what happened yesterday. And I don't want to see anyone hurt. I don't want to see Brother G angry. I don't even want to see Pavlov hurt. I want him just to sort of feel guilt for what he's doing and then come to his senses. I don't want him physically hurt by anyone. You see what I mean? So yeah, Pavlov, I don't want to see you hurt by anyone. I don't wish pain or harm on anyone. All I want to know is why you are constantly protected by these bodyguards, okay? If you are a normal person like us, just on an anti-lockdown thing, then why you got 2 bodyguards, mate? All right? So peace and love and blessings to everyone who is watching this, right? Things are getting a bit sticky at the moment. And I would say it's all a distraction as well. They don't want us building momentum and critical mass, so they have all these things going on to try and distract us. So let's just expose it for what it is and get on with our lives, all right? So thank you so much, everyone, for listening. I really do appreciate it, yeah? I hope you do understand that I am just here for peace. I'm here for love. I'm here for education, for embetterment, for helping, support, communication, enterprise, yeah, everything. But I'm not here for war. I'm not here for fighting and for shedding blood. That is not what I'm here for, all right? So much love to you all. Take care, everyone. Peace, yeah?